Trent, it's great to see you guys.
Guys.
Yeah. So, how we doing?
How you doing?
Hey, how you guys doing?
All's
Doing
great.
great,
All's
man.
great, guys.
Doing-
Good to have you. You guys are looking good. You guys are looking
Mhm.
good. I like that.
Well, I had to bring Trent. I had a couple options of who to bring on the show, but Trent and I share a similar body type in terms of size, so he could strap on one of my sport coats. So he didn't bring them all from Canada with him when he came. So he makes it look a lot better than I do. That's for sure.
Well, okay. That's not where I was expecting to go. I do have a question for you, though, Trent. I was told that your favorite NBA player is Steven Adams. Is that correct?
Yeah, I like Steven Adams a lot.
How is that? You might be the only person on the planet whose favorite NBA player is Steven Adams.
That's fair. I mean, he's just a workhorse. He's just a go-getter guy. He plays for the team, and I feel like he plays a good brand of basketball. So it's kind of just a role model I have, and that's why I like his game.
It is
Do
random.
you model your
for a
game after him?
6'6" guard, Rob. Rob, for a 6'6", 200-pound guard. That's the crazy part, choosing Steven Adams. But I like it. You know, why not? He's an animal. He's tough. He plays hard all the time. So, no, I love it. Craig, let's start with you here. Second year coming over. You know, you're a guy who obviously had a ton of success at Emporia State in Kansas for 6 seasons, taking over a program in Houston Christian that, you know, has struggled for a while. And it's not an easy job. We know that. What was the biggest thing that you learned from year one that you can take in, and you did take into the offseason, and how to build this team with 10 new players coming into year two?
Things. First off, leaving Emporia State for 6 seasons there, we had to get through Ben McCullum, who was winning the conference every year. And then we come to South, and we have to get through Will Wade. So it's nice that neither one of those guys will be, at least preseason leading into it, the perceived unbeatables. But, for us taking over a program that was a full rebuild, and we understood that when we took it. A lot had changed when we took the job on March 15th and just in the NIL landscape of the Southland, because the year prior to getting here was really just McNeese that was really dabbling in the NIL game. And then after I'd gotten the job, within that next couple months, we were hearing rumblings and finding out that a lot of the Southland Conference was adapting and advancing. And this past season, 9 of the 12 teams in the league were had NIL packaging going on, and we're one of the schools that do not, and it makes it a big time challenge. We understand that we're taking steps towards being able to recruit higher level guys, being able to just take the program to the level that it needs to be. You see the Husky head behind me right here, the illuminated sign. You see the accent wall here. In fact, this whole office area, the whole suite area, we've updated. We're putting some investments into the facilities that our guys can enjoy, reallocating funds and really just having a vision for how we can attract student athletes. We're putting guys off campus now and giving stipends for that, which is a huge thing, especially in Houston, which allows more refund money back in our players' pockets. We're not competing at the McNeese and SFA and Incarnate Word level of revenue sharing at NIL, but we're taking steps in the right direction, and we need to continue to do that. My job, I felt like when I got the job here, I needed to push the envelope, not shove the envelope. I don't think it's that type of setup where you come in someplace and try to impose your will. But I wasn't hired to be a caretaker of the program. I was hired to be a leader of the program and help advance this into the next phase of Division I college basketball. And we're taking steps. My athletic director has been great to work with. We're looking at expanding on Alston money and cost of attendance money next year. And we're just going to keep taking steps to make this program attractive for prospective student athletes. Because as you know, you could have Coach K here, you could have Coach J right here. If you don't have players, it does not matter. And we're going to continue to up the talent pool. We felt like we've taken another step with that roster this year as we continue to build the program.
Well, Craig, here's the problem with giving Trent that jacket is he looks like a guy with NIL. He looks like he just walked out of the Goldman Sachs building on Wall Street, like he was trading stocks all day. Now he's ready to go to basketball practice. You should have had him just come out in like a ratty T-shirt with holes in it.
Well, Trent actually, Trent goes on vacation. His family is very successful. His parents are getting an Airbnb in Galveston, an hour from here, all winter long. They're from Canada, so they can be close by and watch all the games. So Trent doesn't need NIL. Trent's dad has enough NIL the way it is for him. So.
All
right, there you go. Craig, I do want to ask you. So you kind of have a rep for being a program builder, fair or not, right? So when you got to Emporia, I think you won 9 games your first season and then eventually built that thing to the point you won a national championship there. 23 wins your last tournament. You won the Natty at Graceland. You won the national championship at Rock Valley. So like you've had success. How do you take this Houston Christian program and develop it the same way that you did with Emporia State?
Well, it was 14 my first year at Emporia State, and those were a tough extra 5 games. Don't take them away from us. No, I'm just kidding. It was a full rebuild. I mean, we inherited, Rock Valley College, a junior college where we ended up winning 2 national championships, was called Rock Bottom College before we got there. And Grayson University, we had 4 full scholarships to spread out amongst the varsity and a junior varsity team. I carried 38 guys with 4 full scholarships. And then Emporia State was last in the MIAA when we got the job, and we turned into an NCAA tournament team, averaged winning 20 games over the last 3 seasons. Houston Christian, one of these jobs I'm going to get to, I'm going to get nipped in the butt, I'm going to get fired at, okay? Because you keep taking these high-risk rebuild jobs, but we're going to do everything we can do every single day to make sure it's not at Houston Christian. When I get fired, I want to be on one of those contracts that Brian Kelly had at LSU. That's when you want to get fired, not when you're at Houston Christian.
No doubt, Craig. No doubt. I hope that happens to all of us. I hope we can get those buyouts that Brian Kelly got.
I've never heard a coach say that before. I want to be at a big enough job where I can get fired and be paid not to work.
But if they really don't want your services anymore, then it's nice to make $20,000 a week or a day in some of their cases to not work. So.
All right, Trent. We just had Keon Thompson on from Stephen F. Austin. I don't know if you watched that, but he actually lost a tooth playing in an exhibition game. I'm told that we have a photo of you as well. Look at this. We got back-to-back guys. Tell us how this tooth got chipped here.
It was a good time in practice. I rotated over in the help side on our big man Nikari, and I found his elbow really fast.
You get it fixed? Not yet.
Oh yeah, got it fixed when I went back to Canada. I had it out for about a week and a bit, so the family got to see me, the girlfriend got to see me. They're all loving it.
Looked like a true hockey player. I mean, that's a move Steven Adams would have, right? Like for a week and a half, you looked like a tough Canadian. Now, not so much. But, all right, so you bounce around a little bit. Midland College for a couple of years, Idaho State. Now this is your second year at Houston Christian. Obviously you played a lot last year, shot it really well, versatile player. What has Coach challenged you, or have you challenged yourself in the offseason that, hey, I got to be better at this?
Yeah. He wanted me to work on my creation of a shot off the dribble, getting downhill, and then also being more of a vocal leader. I usually do well body language-wise and other stuff like that, but he really wanted to challenge me to step up and kind of take the reins of the team and help them just improve their the mindset and kind of take on the culture that Coach wants here. So those are the big steps for me in the offseason, working on my game, and then also being a leader.
Trent, you guys got, I believe, 5 players coming back, one of whom was a redshirt last season. Out of that group and out of that crew, who is kind of taking the biggest step forward? Like, who should Houston Christian fans be excited about being able to see play this season?
I think we got a lot of depth, and I think there's a lot of exciting guys out there. I mean, if we're going highlight reels, you gotta look at Elijah, just willing to throw it down on absolutely anybody and everybody. So he's always good for a highlight. We got Kai coming in, insane, unreal passer, great vision. Drake's coming back from last year, just a really loose kind of handle, kind of unorthodox bag, but he makes it work. So I think we got a lot of guys who are willing and ready to put somebody on a highlight.
Hey, Craig, how good is the kid you brought in, Ryan Bartley, kid from Malone University, a lefty who can shoot the heck out of it, from Iowa, a kid that a lot of people don't know a ton about. How is he going to impact the program this year?
Yeah, Ryan's a great player, 6'6", and plays on the wing. You know, he averaged 22 a game in NAI. Then he went Division II and averaged 15 a game. And shout out to Diego Pavia. That's the reason why Ryan Bartley's here. That's the reason why Trent Johnson's here for an extra year too. So you know that JUCO rule, because of the lawsuit that Pavia won last year, added that extra year if you played non-NCAA. So they got that waiver. So these guys have that extra year. They're here playing. We're excited about it. Bartley's a good player. You know, Kylan Green is, you know, especially with Elijah Brooks. You know, Elijah averaged 9.1 points per game last year for us. He broke his hand a week and a half ago, and he's out 6 to 8 weeks. And while Kylan is always going to play a nice role for us, Kylan has stepped up even more. You know, he was Utah State's backup point guard Utah Valley's backup point guard last year, and they won the WAC. And the 2 previous years before that, he was at Daytona State Junior College. And so he actually has 3 conference championships in 3 years of playing college basketball. He's a Dallas kid, and he's talented, and he's a great leader. So Kylan Green's going to be the floor general for us. And his personality and Trent's personality, that's who we need to embody as a team, because they're everyday guys. They care about one another, and they work hard. And, you know, when you don't have NIL, you might be a little light on the star power and a little light in the size. Those are 2 things that really cost money, is star power and size. And, you know, our 2 best players from last year, Julian Mackey got a 6-figure revenue share deal with Florida International, and Bryson Dawkins got a 6-figure deal with Youngstown State. And we wish them well, and they did a phenomenal job for us. But there's 30 points per game with those 2 guys that we need to replace, and we're going to have to do it together. We're not going to do it with 1 or 2 guys. More than likely, we're going to stretch that out amongst a rotation of 10 guys, and we're excited to get going with that.
Well, Craig, Trent, it's great to see you guys. We appreciate you being here. Best of luck this season.
Hold on, Rob. One last thing. Give me 30 seconds. 2 quick things for Craig. Number 1, Rob, you can answer this. Who's got the better haircut out of the 2 of them?
I'm going to go with Trent.
But Craig's is pretty good, right? Craig's is pretty
good. Solid. We both got the little side
cut your own hair.
Hey,
cut your own hair on that one.
You have the hard part too. I'm going to let it be known right now. I can't coach very well, but I have the best hair in the Southland. Okay, that's a fact.
He cuts his own hair, Rob. And then the other thing, and Craig, you're going to have to take out the sport coat for this to show us the guns, because I've been told that you've been working out with a heavy emphasis on the triceps and biceps lately. Can we see the guns before we let you go?
I have not taken off the sport coat. You guys will have to tune in on the sideline. We got some shortcuts that we'll be wearing. Wear a little more casual gear with some tighter fit and stuff. But we play at Iowa State this year. Well, we play at Iowa State, and TJ is really jacked up. So we figured that, you know, we're going to wear some tight polos in that game. So maybe instead of them looking, you know, we'll probably be 35-point dogs in that game. But maybe they'll look down and not see that the coaching staff from HCU looks like a bunch of twerps compared to TJ.
You got it.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, Craig. Appreciate it, guys.
Craig, great to see you guys.
Thanks,
appreciate you being here. Trent, don't give that sports coat back, man. You look good in it. You look better than Coach Jones. So appreciate you guys being here. That was Houston Christian head coach Craig Doty.